Hi, this is Mark Spencer from Ripple Training. I want to give you a couple of tips on how to best make use of Ripple timelines. So Ripple timelines are transitions, so that means you can find them in the transitions browser in Final Cut Pro 10. Here they are, Ripple timelines. There's 8 of them. Let's talk first about applying them to your project. The main thing to know is that you need enough handles, which means you need enough material beyond the in and out points of a clip. For instance, I have 2 clips here. And if I drag, we can see we've got lots of extra material there to work with on that side and on this side. So those are the handles. And in that case, I can apply one of these Ripple timelines simply by dragging it from the transitions browser onto the transition point. I'll delete that again. Or if you've selected one side or the other of a transition, you can double click one of these to apply them. So pretty simple. However, these guys are pretty long by default. They're 4 seconds long. If I hit Control D, you can see that it's 4 seconds long. If you don't have enough handles for 4 seconds, it'll automatically come on shorter than that. But these kind of require some time to unfold and to work. So ideally you have longer handles. Now, I want to show you what to do if you don't. So let's delete that and move over to these 2 clips. And if I drag on the right side of this clip, you can see that it has no extra media. That red indicator there tells us there's no media beyond its out point. The one on the left has plenty of media, but you need media on both sides of transition to work, and this has none. So in this case, with that clip selected, or that edit point selected, if I double click one of these Ripple timelines, I get a warning, and then it could actually trim the media to make the transition, or let's cancel that. We could drag it on and it won't apply at all. So if you do want it to force it to trim the media, you can always do that, but often you don't, because that's going to shorten your timeline and maybe get rid of material you want to see. So I want to show you an alternative for dealing with a situation where you don't have handles. I'm going to press the down arrow to go to the edit point itself. I'm going to hit the left arrow to back up 1 frame, and then I'm going to press Option F, and Option F will create a freeze frame on that last frame. Now let's assume I also don't have any media on the in point of the next clip as well. So I'll press Option F again, and I'll get a freeze frame for the first frame of the incoming clip. So now I've got these 2 freeze frames, and by the way, if we select one of them and hit Control D, we can see those are 4 seconds by default. You can make them whatever length you want. For instance, let's go ahead and make them 2 seconds. I'm just going to type 2 period, and then I'll select this one, Control D, 2 period. Now each one of those is 2 seconds, so our default 4-second transition should work just fine on here. So I can drag it on and place it. And now in this case, we have a video clip, and then as we go into the transition, we have a still. And then as we come back into the next one, it's still, and then goes back to video. So that's the first quick tip on how to apply these transitions and how to deal with situations where you don't have enough handles in order to use the transition. Once you've got it on there, you can certainly trim it to make it longer or shorter as you like, either by dragging an end, or once again, Control D and entering the duration that you want for it.